Well, what's going on, you morose motherfuckers? It's another episode of the Weekly Relapse, and guess who's here tonight? Me, you sons of bitches, Tyler Valentine, sitting here with Skylar Potter.
You are listening to the Weekly Relapse with your host, Skylar Potter.
The day is done. Let's party, junkies. It's good for your soul. Every now and then it's lose control. So please don't be scared. Come and dance if you dare.
What is going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Weekly Relapse. I am your host, Skylar Potter. This is a Yellow City comedy production. What is up, Tyler? What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, dude?
Dude, last night was fucking sick.
It was not a bad show at all. I don't think it was a pretty good first showing for a few people,
It was
me
the,
included.
the first time you did stand-up was last night at the Whiskey River, which is kind of like, most people don't want to go up there the first time because it's kind of a rougher crowd. Like, most people prefer the 806.
Oh, yeah,
But that's
yeah.
like your style of people. Like, you work in a bar, so
Oh,
you were able
yeah.
to own that shit, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about it. If you're going to have these old sullen motherfuckers listening to you, you're going to have to break through that outer shell a little bit, and you're going to have to yell and say fuck a few times.
You did great, man. You did. We had so many good people
Dude, we
for
really-
first-timers last night.
It was a strong showing for first-timers. Thomas, I did not see him good. That came out of left field. He was really good.
Oh, yeah, that was amazing,
Yeah.
dude. First time he ever did stand-up.
Shout out to Thomas. Nice job, buddy.
Let me see your lead tray.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, dude, last night was crazy. Whiskey River went well. We just started another open mic, so now we'll actually have one for every week of the month here in Amarillo, Texas. So first Wednesday, you already got to take part in. That's Whiskey River.
word.
Second Wednesday, 806, hosted by Thomas Thompson. Third Wednesday is going to be at Urbana Coffee. That's hosted by me and Matt, just like Whiskey River. And then the fourth Wednesday, back at the 806.
Nice.
So it's actually starting to blow up a little bit. For those who are listening, don't forget tomorrow, Friday, May 4th. Well, there's a comedy show with Ben Davis headlining over at Rounders. It's only $5 to get in, and the show's going to start, doors open at 8. Show's going to kick off around 9, so you want to be there for that. Help support comedy in Amarillo. But,
Definitely.
dude, there's been a lot of comedy just all around, dude.
I think I think you've started a movement, sir, and I'm gonna credit you and some of the older cats. And like me, like I said, I just did my first set, so. But it's nice because you guys have laid this groundwork, and it's really accepting. It's not like you're coming into something where someone's all like, "We're the headliners," and
That's what's crazy. A lot of, like,
there's
I thought
no egos, man.
I thought it was going to be like that, too. I thought it was going to be like a competition. Like, I was constantly
yeah.
going to be, like, fighting
You're gonna
for
be like,
my
"Oh, fuck that
time
dude.
on stage.
That
Well,
dude was good tonight. God damn it.
yeah, it's just, dude, everybody's so like, dude, you fucking did so good. Like, nobody's ever like, I never get bummed when I see somebody do well, and like, I don't think anybody else does either.
I don't
And
think you should, because that's kind of a shitty way. Because especially if you're trying to expand the scene, like we're doing right now, like. I don't think we could make. I mean, Amarillo could be one of those like places where we may actually get some decent comedians stopping in and be like, "Hey, you heard about this? This comedy
we
shit going
already
on?"
have, man. JT Haversat, shout out to this motherfucker.
Oh,
He
nice.
came through Amarillo. He's the reason I got to do Altercation. It's actually his flyer up there with him flipping off the thing. Like, yeah.
Oh, it's very subtle. I like it.
The shirt that I'm wearing, Mo Alexander, right here, that's his buddy. Like, JT, anytime somebody's coming through Texas, because it's such a big state, they usually need to stop. Amarillo's a perfect stopping point. So he's been sending him. Josh Cox has been sending people. Ron Babcock has been sending people to me. And it's just fucking amazing that it went from, like, I mean, dude, it was like we'd have a comedy show once every 6 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now I'm at the end of my little stretch where I've been doing 2 to 3 I think it was 2 a week for the last 3 weeks. And so that's fucking amazing.
That's good.
That's
and,
amazing.
and we're having people come out for it. I think people are starting to realize, like, you know what? Instead of going and like, I love the music scene here in Amarillo. It's amazing. We get some really good bands.
We get like that band that played after us at Leftwoods the other night.
Yeah,
the
dude,
rockabilly band.
By the way, shout out to Leftwoods, not just because I'm employed there, but they really do a good job, and they're really supportive of the comedy right
they
now,
are
which is nice.
overwhelmingly supportive of the comedy. Civic, Zeus, Gordo, all these fucking people. When I walk in there, when are you booking? When's the next show? And like that's new to me. It's so new. Like,
Yeah.
Zeus yesterday was like, somebody asked me when the next comedy show is. I was
Fuck
like, get
yeah.
the fuck out of here.
No shit.
You know what I mean?
Because it's great going and listening to a band, but sometimes, especially when bands like Black Pussy plays or someone big like that, it's so crowded in there, and it's really nice just to sit down, drink a beer, and just fucking laugh, because life kind of sucks, and so you gotta giggle a little to get through the day,
I felt kind of like a dick last night because I didn't perform. I didn't go up. I just hosted. Normally I would do both.
But I mean, you were sitting there watching the Rooks do their first time. So.
Well, not even like that. It's just I had such a bad fucking day yesterday, and it was all stupid. I actually I didn't write about the specific event that put me, but I did write a bit about whenever you get really fucking mad.
Yeah.
And you know that it's stupid.
About 3 times a day.
But you're still fucking raging.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I wrote a bit kind of about that. My example I used was I was playing PUBG, right? I'm squatted up. Me and my boys.
Squatted up.
Oh, that's why I'm using the lingo on purpose. I'm so we're squatted up, right? 4 deep. We see another team in a house, right? So we start to surround the house. We got eyes on the target. Clearly, I play this game too much by the words I'm using. But what I'm saying is I can see the team, right? I can see the team. And about that time, my dog comes up, hits my hand with her nose, causing me to fire, which caused a fast chain of events leading up to me and my entire team dying, right? Very quickly.
Just
and
dominoes over.
You think I would have been hey, my bad, that my dog, guys. But no, I stand up, throw the headset across the room. I'm oh, you motherfucker. When you get so mad, you start calling your girlfriend stuff hers. You need to get your goddamn dog.
Oh yeah, mine. Oh yeah, it's yours right now.
It's fucking your dog right now, dude. Yeah,
because I didn't teach him that. That was a total dick move.
You would have thought that every person in the game died in real life. All my friends were gone forever. The way I was acting, and then I storm out. I go outside, smoke a cigarette, and within 3 minutes, I'm all right, boys. Let's do this. You ready to get that chicken dinner? It's fucking. But the whole time I was mad, I knew I shouldn't have been mad. You know what I mean? I fucking
rightfully, dude. I do that too, and I do that in the kitchen a lot, especially if I'm just not having a great fucking day.
It's so easy to do that in a kitchen, dude.
And I'll get there and I'm stoned, and I'll walk into the walk-in, and I'll be stand there for about 5 minutes. I'll be the fuck did I come in here for?
Oh, that's the worst.
And then it doesn't hit you until you get back to your goddamn station, and then you're now I got to trudge all the way back to that fucking cooler to get cilantro.
Dude, it's so easy. I was trying to explain to my boss I like the kitchen. Kitchens are fun simply on the fact that if you don't swing on the other dude, chances are you're still going to have a job at the end of the day.
Yeah,
and you're going to sit down and have a beer with that dude, and you're going to laugh about it. But in the moment, you want to fucking fight each other. That's just a kitchen. But I can't do corporate rules. That's my fucking pet peeve.
I've noticed that too. I worked for Buffalo Wild Wings. I had establishment for 7 years.
I used to work for the one over out by the airport.
Oh yeah, I used to manage the one at the airport for a while. And let me tell you. Oh, you know what? I'm going to tell you a funny manager story.
Let's do this. I love stories.
Okay.
Stories are my favorite.
Story time, folks. All right, so I'm a manager at Buffalo Wild Wings on I-40 over there by the airport. You guys have seen that shack. I had a waitress. She's a little bit heavier set, okay? She's in yoga pants or leggings, whatever you want to call them. It's not even that busy. It's probably 7:30. It's still light out.
A Friday, Monday, what are we looking at?
Yeah, we're looking at a Wednesday. It wasn't even that bad.
Just no fight, no nothing.
No, just super slow. And I'm sitting in the office. She comes in there. She's like, I have to go home right now. And I was all right. Why? She's all I have to go. And I'm well, you're not leaving unless you give me a valid reason you're leaving. And she was all I sharded. And I was
shit.
Dude, true fucking story. And this girl's her face is about as red as your shirt is right now.
Yeah.
It looks like it's gonna. She looks like that chick from Willy Wonka that blew up.
Like a blueberry but red.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, man. And so I was all right. And I'm really, really containing, not just losing my shit and laughing. And I was okay, go out to the back, dog, and just chill for a second, and let me talk to the other manager. So I bring him in. I was you're not gonna believe this shit, literally. And he looked at me. He's what? He was all we got to send her home. Why? She fucking sharded her pants. And after that, it sounded like a pack of jackals in the fucking office just losing it. And we're laughing.
She's right out there. She can hear the whole thing.
We open the door. She's standing right next to that motherfucker.
In tears.
In tears.
Yep.
I felt so bad, and I'm still laughing. That's the bad part. I'm
Yeah.
like, just
Dude,
fucking
there's-
go.
Dude, I can't. I've been in that. I hate that. I hate that. Like when you know you shouldn't laugh moment, but you can't help it. I was at my current job, right? We work at a tattoo shop. This 18-year-old little white kid comes in with this black chick, right? Not a big deal. He wants a hand tattoo. Hasn't ever had any tattoos, so we're trying to talk him out of the tattoo, right? My coworker,
Yeah, not a good first tattoo.
my coworker looks at the girl and goes, "Are y'all brother and sister?" And I just look at him like, "Are you fucking retarded?"
Are you,
Like,
kidding me now?
And then the kid with zero confidence goes, "No, she's my girlfriend." And I look at, because now in my head I'm like, this kid thinks Ryan's about to hit on his girlfriend. So I just start laughing like super fucking hard. Like I mean, and then when I start laughing, it makes our piercer start laughing, and he's trying to hold his shit together. He's acting like he's doing paperwork and shit. Like it was just like I felt so bad. So I tried to leave. But like it's a tattoo. It's real quiet, man. Like I just went back
Yeah.
one booth and started like gut bust laughing. Now the whole shop is laughing at this poor kid, and I felt so fucking bad, dude. But speaking of Buffalo Wild Wings, I got sent home one day because okay, so the night before I took a triple stack ecstasy, and then I took like a gut bomb, like half a gram of Molly.
Oh, that's not good.
Not a good move at all. And like so right before I peaked, I just fell asleep, dude, because like I thought it was over. Like I was like so fucked up. I was like, I don't feel anything. I'm
And
just
then
gonna go to
it's
bed. So I just went to sleep. And then I woke up in the morning. I was like productive, dude. I went to my mom's house and did laundry, which I never did that. I just go to the laundromat. Like I'm hanging out with family. I'm doing all this. I gotta work at 5. Go to work, and my boss finally pulls me over to the side, and like I don't remember any of the shift really. And he was like, "How fucking drunk are you?" And I was like, "I'm not drunk at all." He's like, "How fucking? This is me being cool, dude. How drunk are you right now?" I was like, "Dude, I'm not drunk at all." I was like, "Oh no." He was like, "What?" I was like, "I don't want to tell you." He's like, "Dude, you have to tell me something. Like, you have to." Like, I was like, and I told him I was like, I took ecstasy and gut bombed a gram of Molly last night. He's like, "Is that why you were drumming around my face as I was trying to tell you to go check on your tables?" And I was like, "I didn't do that." He was like, "How many tables have you had?" I was like, "I've cashed out at least 5."
Best service ever. I want to hear a story. Be like, all right, dude. So we went to fucking Buffalo Wild Wings, right? Hankering for some boneless, and I'm pretty sure our waiter was on mushrooms because he was like, "Let me get the dragon off the table for you guys,
Yeah, dude.
before you sit down."
I wonder, like, I wonder, like, I got hella tips that night, dude. Like, I went home before 10, right? Like, I got there like 5. I went home before 10 with like $60.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
I don't know what I was doing magically. Like, I should have, like, I was like, when he sent me home, I was actually like, don't. I'm doing well.
Don't.
I usually do bad at this job.
Right.
Like, give me this, man. Like, I might be able to cover my bills. Like, help a brother out.
Hey, dude, I pay rent too, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that place.
The way I quit that job was horrible too, man. I felt really bad about it. I went and hung out with the cooks and the manager, and like we all hung out, and like I wasn't like I smoked pot, but like it was like I drank more. I'd smoke, like I was a regular smoker, but it was like maybe like once a day, or like I would like smoke only at work. Like I was a bad, terrible employee. Go to their house, we're hanging out. Like, dude, like 8 in the morning rolls around, and they're all passed out. No one took me home. I was like, I gotta go fucking home. So I just called a cab, spent what little money I had left to get home, fell asleep, woke up, went to work. I had to catch a ride to work. I walked in and got my paycheck. I was like, I'm gonna go put this in the car, and I fucking bounced. I never went back.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I felt so bad. And I was the closing server up front. Dude, I felt horrible. But I was like, I had 2 jobs at the time, and like I thought in my head, I was like, this is the shit job. You know what I mean? Because I was working at a discount store as well.
Yeah.
So I was working in the morning, having to be there at 6 in the morning, and then working till 2 a.m. And in my head, I was like, 2 a.m.'s the shit job.
2
Ditch
a.m.
it.
is the shit job.
But financially, 6 a.m. was the shit job. You know what I mean? And I ended up sticking with it. But yeah, dude. Have you ever been fired?
I have never been fired. I've quit.
Have you-
No, I
Have you ever had like a badass quitting moment? Like a moment where you like, I guess not even quit. Like I've been fired a lot, dude. Like
No, okay, you know what? I was fired one time.
my mouth, dude.
I was fired one time. Okay, so I went to this temp agency when I was like 19. I was like 18 or 19. I went to the fucking temp agency, and they stuck me out of this fucking steel plant right next to Affiliated, that Cooper, Krause, and Hines.
So when you go to those places, are you allowed to be like, nah, I'm not doing that?
Oh, no, you ain't got a choice at that point.
So
There's just whatever the fuck.
So it's either like quit, like don't work with that temp agency, or do the job they assign you?
when I went there, that's how it was. They were just like, this is the job, show up. Okay.
No, fuck you.
Yeah, and what sucked even worse is I had to be there at like fucking like 5 in the morning.
Suck my dick, dude.
Yeah, 5
Nah,
in the fucking
find
morning.
me a fucking Payless. You look up the Payless jobs. I don't fucking.
And then like literally my only job was like I just fucking sat on this machine and I just pushed 2 buttons and that's it. But I fucked up. Okay. Apparently I'm not good with heavy machinery in a factory setting because I broke like 4 or 5 of those drill bits and those things are like $800 fucking dollars a pop. So I cost them like $3,200. I could understand why they fired
I've never
me.
cost a restaurant that much money, but I did one time. I was cleaning the dude. I worked for my roommate at the time, Jordan. Like I love this guy. He got me a job at Red Lobster. It was like day shift, like on a Sunday. It was busy as fuck, bro. And I had to clean the fryers in between shifts. Right?
God, dude, I fucking hate cleaning
So,
fryers. It's like my least favorite thing to do in a fucking kitchen.
I started panicking, dude. I dumped 2 of them, I clear them out, and I'm going to dump the other 2 as I'm dumping oil. So we're gonna be down fryers for like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Which was we didn't have any orders at the time, so I was like, this is gonna work out perfectly. They're gonna think I'm a badass. I got all 4 done in like 10, 20 minutes.
Fucking killing it.
I forgot to put the lever back up on the first 2.
Oh,
So I dumped 2.
and it just hit the fucking floor.
It hit the plan. Yeah, it hits the pan, and then I'm dumping hot oil in there as well. So I've dumped 2 cases of the fresh oil, and it's now mixed with dirty oil that I've dumped in there, and it's overflowing, and it's running across the floor. All the fryers are shut down. Fucking orders are coming in hot now,
Oh,
dude.
no.
It was
Oh, God. That is like...
I got sent the fuck home.
I think I've had that
Dude,
nightmare
My roommate
before.
didn't come home that night. He stayed at his girl's house. He couldn't talk to me. Like, it was fucking bad. It was one of those things where I was like, I wonder if I'm fired.
I wonder if I'm going to have a job.
But see, like, I lost that job because of my mouth too. I went from working the kitchen to being a server.
So stand-up comedy is kind of just like where you're going to have to go because...
yeah.
Your job history is going to be like a Tolkien book by the time you're done.
Yeah, my W-2s are never fun. Like, I
Oh,
always
God, dude.
This is the first year I've been able to file 1 W-2
No
in
shit.
like in a couple years.
Oh,
like,
fuck.
well, that's not true. I worked for Radio Shack for 3 years. So then for 2 of them, it was my only job. But yeah, like I mean, other than Radio Shack, I quit to go work at Boost. Got fired.
You got fired from Boost?
Yeah, I lost my hearing. It was fucking crazy.
That's
Um,
you lost your hearing and you work for a phone company. You kind of need those.
Well, no. It was like so water bounced off my shoulder into my right ear. Got an ear infection.
Oh,
Went to work the
God.
next day, and I have bad ears, dude. And it spread to my other. I went to the doctor, got the antibiotics. It went away, came back, spread to my other ear, and then ruptured my right eardrum.
Fucking
So
duck.
I was like a month of like I couldn't hear, and like the first day I called in, they fired me.
Dicks.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. I should have fought it,
Right.
but I was so pitiful, dude. Like I couldn't hear, man. Like I would like there was one day I just woke up in tears.
Like, why do I not have my job
Dude,
anymore?
I woke up in tears one day. My girlfriend felt so bad for me. She came home for like, there was like a 3-week period where like she would leave. I was on the couch in like a pair of shorts, like a white shirt and a robe with my hair down. She'd come and I'd be in the exact same spot just playing 2K. I looked like the dude, bro. I looked like I looked like the dude off of Big Lebowski. I didn't give a fuck about nothing. I told her I was like I gave the fuck up. I literally thought my hearing was never coming back because I could only hear me. You know what I mean? I had to sit on my phone to see if someone called. I couldn't hear people knock on my door unless my dogs barked. The TV had to be obscenely loud that my neighbors at the apartment would knock on my door and be like, bro. And I'm like, go fuck yourself. I can't hear. And I'd shut the door. Like, it was bad. Yeah, I got fired from that job. But the Red Lobster one I deserved, but it was hella worth it. We had this fucking boss, Chris Witt, I believe was his name. I probably shouldn't say his name, but fuck him. He was just like, when we were cleaning the kitchen, he'd come in with the steamers, and he had a flashlight that he would do, and like I would always crack jokes like, you need me to kick the lights off for you there, buddy? What the fuck are you doing? And, like, that was in the kitchen, right? I was like, I could get away with that. I went over to serving, and you only get a 3-table section. And they would always take my big top away from me and leave me with 2 tops, which is fine. I was 18, my first time serving. I didn't mind it. But 4 or 5 weeks in, I was starting to feel the lack of money, you know what I mean? And then Chris didn't like me, so I'd be the last one in on Friday, first one out.
He's like, fuck
Shit
that
section. Yeah, dude. So one day I came in with the mindset of like, if this motherfucker takes my table, I am going to go the fuck off. And sure enough, he took my table. I started calling him a cokehead because he was always like, he's a jittery. He always had a monster, but we all fucking knew. Yeah,
We
all
knew.
fucking knew. Chris, yo, I gotta go to the dumpster real quick. I'm always smelling my finger. Come on, get the fuck out of here. Like, we all knew. So I just start calling it out like it is. I'm like, you can't even pay attention, da-da-da-da. You can't even how the fuck are you a manager? You're not even focused. You can't even hold a fucking conversation. And then he went to walk away. I was like, that's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, Chris. And like, this is in the lobby on a wait in front of like 40 customers.
Yes.
Yeah, so like
so good.
I got
you had an audience.
So I got suspended, right? Because the GM was laughing so hard. like, Curtis was like in tears.
There you go, folks.
I was
There's
like,
a tip.
I was
Make
like
your GM laugh.
roast master Potter over here, just fucking letting them have it.
Roast master.
And then I got suspended for 2 days, and when I came back, I was fired. But yeah, it was like one of the only times I was like, fuck yeah. Like, fire me,
yeah.
dude.
I took a-
Fucking fire me.
So, like, I've always had this scenario in my head of how, like, I would love to just walk out of one of my restaurant jobs, like, just, like, wait till, like, a really fucking busy night where, like, some waitress is carrying a tray that's, like, 80 pounds and just walk behind her and be like, well, fuck this place. Boof! Just flip that tray over, kick a bowl at an old
It
lady.
seems like
I don't
that
give
might.
a fuck.
That seems like that might be a lawsuit pending, though.
I don't give a shit. If I'm going to quit, I'm going out on top.
Dude, one time I thought everyone at Firehouse was so mad. They talked about, like, everyone was like, we're going to quit. I'm going to fucking quit. I'm going to quit this place. I thought they were serious. I was naive. And I was like, fuck it. Let's flamingo. And they're like, what? I was like, flamingo. We'll all bounce at the same time. They can't do shit. They'll have to shut the fuck down. And then our needs will be met. It's kind of like that, or they have to rehire every fucking position other than wait staff because they're not going to walk out. I thought they were all like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And then I was like, all right, 9 o'clock, dude. We're out the door. 9 o'clock comes, I walk out the back door, dude. I go to my car, hanging out, smoking a cigarette, waiting for some people so I can high five them, be like, look, we did it. Nobody showed the fuck up. I walked back in the back door, started washing dishes again. They're like, Skylar, where'd you go? I was like, oh, smoke break.
You're like,
Yeah.
I need this job.
Yeah, dude. It's like, well, I'm not going to be the only one to quit, you know?
Right. And be like, fuck it. It's hard to start a movement when you ain't got nobody.
Right. Well, like, and that's the thing. When I started, like, restaurants, like, especially, like, because that one, they put me in a dishwasher position, and I was allowed to have my headphones. So I was a model employee for the first 4 months because I didn't know anybody. I'd show up, baked out of my mind, fucking pop in some headphones.
Fucking Johnny Tambourine over there.
Yeah, dude, and just
juking
fucking
it.
knock out dishes. That was
Right.
that was my goal. Just knock the fuck out, like, just get all these done so I can go home and get high again. That was I'm here till 10 or whatever, you know. And yeah, like that. But once I started to get to know people, like, personality starts coming out, and all of a sudden I'm lippy, you know. I don't know what to do.
Dude, and like with restaurants, and like shout out to dishwashers because I think there's a fucking shortage in town right now. I don't know what is going on. But if you need a job, man, I'm pretty sure about 80% of the restaurants need a fucking dishwasher.
Yeah, it's because everyone shits on the dishwasher,
Yeah, dude, and that's like one of my big rules, like in the kitchen, like don't, like number one rule in my kitchen, like don't fucking disrespect the dishwasher.
Dude,
unless
Red
you
Lobster, we would
unless
go
you
help
do
him.
his shit. Yeah, we have to do that too. Well, right now, we don't have a dishwasher at one of my jobs, and it's like do the run the rush, and then you turn around, and there's just like a broke back mountain pile of fucking dishes.
That's
and
why
then-
I hated.
Yeah,
I got fired from IHOP too. Yeah, hear this one. Fucking I was
you got fired for pancakes, man.
dude. I fucking hit a guy
Oh,
with a bus stub. This big fat dude.
you're just
he's
going
in
to
the back.
WWE in that
No,
kitchen.
no, I just got mad. I was on coke, but
That was okay.
yeah, but so it's
a
Friday
hell of a
night,
drug.
hella rush, dude, and he's a big sweaty fucking guy, and whenever he'd clean off the tables, because the dishwashers are also the bussers, so there's 2 on staff. Like, one goes and busses, y'all both kind of knock out dishes. One goes and busses, y'all both knock out dishes. I left him in the back, dude. He's gross looking, man.
He's
And-
gross.
And he would just take his arm and slide everything. It was loud, obnoxious. He'd spill drinks. It took him more time to bust a table than it should. And I was like, dude, we're busy as fuck.
Not only that, but he's just like gleaming like a fucking layer of sweat on top of it.
Yeah, dude. So like I was like leaving him in the back, and I'm like, dude, like I was being honest. I was like, I have one more fucking table, and then I will be back here to help you. He's like, no, fuck you. You just fucking keep da 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 da. And I had a bus tub, and I was like, man, fuck this, and I just threw it as hard as I could, hit him right in the face.
Nice.
And they got it on camera, and the manager saw, and they were like trying to find a way to not fire me because it was Friday night. But they were like, dog,
Dude, yeah.
why weren't you 2 steps back? Like, it just would have looked like a bus tub came out of nowhere. We wouldn't have known who threw it. Like, but
Yeah,
if he complains, we have it on video.
right.
And then you can see Greg turn around and look at me. So you gotta go. And oddly enough, the next day is when I got my job at Buffalo.
Oh, yeah, just from one shithole to the other.
Oh man! And I came in to eat at IHOP at a Buffalo Wild. You know what I mean? Like when you come and flex on people,
Oh, yeah.
you're all like, "Oh yeah, no, I want. What do y'all hate to cook?"
What do you fucking hate
Yeah.
to cook? Dude, we used to have this when I worked at Buffalo. We had this fucking nacho, and it was like a 3.
See,
This was like a 3-style. We called it the triple threat nacho.
yeah.
And it was like the biggest fucking pain. Like it's like, okay, whoever does Buffalo Wild Wings like that, they've just got to get a bunch of like stoners or half retarded, like morbidly obese people into a room. This is like, that has to be their focus group, because the shit they come out with is like, it's basically just stoner food that's super fucking expensive.
Yeah, and it's and like, dude, I will tell you this. I loved serving there because there's no fucking dishes.
Yeah, no, it's
That's
like
the beautiful aspect
yeah.
of that one. That's the one good thing I
you
can
just
say
throw-
about that
you-
job.
there's just a lot of fucking trash to take.
Did tables ever try to get you to eat the fucking blazing wing?
Oh no, I used to fuck tables up in Blaze when I first started there, because I first started the one on Coulter, and I started there in like '07. And when it like first opened, like I helped put the first TVs up and shit in there. But what I do, we had an injector. And so what I would do is I would take like probably like 36 of them, because like at this time when we were busy, we'd have at least like 3 or 4 a day. So I'd take like 36 or 48 of them, and I'd stick them in this fucking bucket. And what I do is I take all the capsaicin oil off the blazing. I let the blazing sit overnight, and so on the top there's just like fucking 3 inches of just straight capsaicin oil. And I would fucking inject that shit like straight into the chicken, and then I would just let it marinate in that shit overnight. And on top of that, just to fuck them up after I fried them, I'd microwave them just to get more steam off them. So they were like, the steam would hit them, and then most generally they'd be fucking done. They get like 4 wings, and I've made like,
Yeah, because that steam is the hard
Oh,
part.
dude,
yeah,
they
you
got-
can't. You gotta wait for
because
them
then
to
you're
cool
like,
off.
yeah, like you're already pretty much done. Like that's how you mind fucked them. You beat them first with the steam, and then once they got in, they're all like, ooh, there's the
See,
sauces on top, and then they take a bite of like basically like just like fucking 12,000 Scoville straight to the face, and it's done after that. I made people throw up. I literally watched a grown man throw up on himself, like, and catch it with a boat.
Dude, my trick was, that's how I made more money. You know, you gotta talk them up. Every table you pitch the blazing wing, not the challenge, just the wings, especially on like Tuesday and Thursday
Yeah,
when they
but
have their
like-
special.
Especially if you got like a group of
every
drunk
table-
college dudes.
well,
be
every
like,
table's
"What, you gonna
gonna
do
do this."
pussy? You gonna eat it?
Every table's gonna go, I'll get them if you eat one with us. And as a server, you just go, bet.
Dude, I
And
do
then-
this shit on the
And
daily.
well, then you tell the cooks like, hey, don't fuck mine up, all right? Like, set mine to the side. I'll set it in the tray. I'll know where mine is, and I'll grab it before I come out, or what, you know. Have it set up to where I'm not gonna die, dude, because I have to still talk to tables. So yours is just tossed in the blazing. It's still hot
Yeah.
as fuck,
Oh yeah.
but you also have the ability to go, like, as soon as you pop it, go, have a good night, and then you chew it up, or you can spit it out when you get in the kitchen. But I usually swallow it. I was hungry.
No.
So I had the munchies.
Free food, whatever.
And I'd go in the cooler and grab a milk, chug that shit, and then just
Oh yeah, the little kid milks.
and then just hit the tables, and then would come back around, and
Are
like that would usually ensure that I got it like at least a $5 to $10 tip. You know what I mean, if not more. So like, because there was like the fun server who took part in their little fucking gay, I'm gonna eat a hot wing. You know
I'm
what I mean?
gonna eat a fucking hot wing. I'm gonna pay. I'll pander.
Were you supposed to get a shirt?
Yeah, you're supposed to get a shirt.
Because John said he did it the other day. He went to Buffalo Wild Wings.
No, dude, I swear to God, they just stopped the shirt shit. And it was like, it had to have been like 2010. And we were all like it was about I think middle of the summer of 2010, and we ran out of shirts, and we just never fucking got any more.
See, I
Like,
worked
can I
there
get a shirt? No, but you're gonna have really
I worked
shitty
there,
indigestion,
like-
and you're gonna pay for these, fucker.
like the day after I quit. Is they got those cool jerseys. They had the
Oh, yeah,
fucking
the new ones?
beat up jerseys.
They
It was
got
like the day after I quit. I walked in to get my check, and everyone had new shirts. I
You're
was like,
God
man,
damn it!
I could have fucking waited a day.
And had a cool shirt.
Yeah, because they would put your name on it if you wanted
Yeah.
or some shit, right?
Yeah.
I
You'd have to
think-
pay extra for it, but yeah.
Yeah, I would have been like, take it out. The one check I got, my checks were $0.
Yeah. No, that place, like, I'm not gonna lie, I met really fucking cool people working there, and I'm not gonna lie, like, the first 4 years I worked there, I ran through some waiters, bro. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, but because you were management though.
Oh, well, not the first 4 years. I mean, I was head of kitchen by the time. It was like a year and a half in, and I was head of kitchen over there. And I was just running, dude, I'm not gonna lie, a brand new restaurant like that, and all of us were like anywhere from the ages of like 19 to like 28. So,
See, I missed that shit. That's how it was at Red Lobster, dude. I was 18.
dude, yeah,
and
we
half
just,
my fucking either like people I lived with, like I had 2 roommates that worked with me on top of like 5 of our friends. Like it was like, dude, like everyone just met at my house after work and we got fucked up. You know what I mean? I kind of miss that. And now that I'm older, I really don't. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Oh, we're the same fucking age. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Dude, and
I'm
like,
a
dude, we
little over
did
that.
comical amounts of cocaine, like shit. Like, dude, I remember one night it looked like it literally looked like the table looked like a backstage table to like Motley fucking Crue. Like there was just an obscene amount of cocaine on. I was like, what are we gonna do with all this cocaine? We fucking did all of it.
See that
There was about 20 of us,
I'm
but
glad. I am so fucking glad that have no desire whatsoever to do coke, ecstasy.
see, and I only like my little niche is like, and I'm fucking, you know, I don't do it, but I mean,
I'm not gonna lie.
if I do, it's usually I need to level the fuck out because I mean,
That's it, like I've been there where,
Yeah, it's gotta
but like
level.
last time I did it, like it was like about maybe a year ago.
yeah.
Tried some, had like a little bump or two or whatever. Just fucking hated it. I
Yeah,
was like,
fucking
why,
hated it. Like,
why the fuck was I in
I
love
feel
with
like
this
I'm having
shit?
an anxiety attack for like 15
And I
minutes.
shut down. I get quiet as fuck.
Oh,
I
you're
don't
one of
talk
those.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude,
yeah.
I'm all in my head, and it fucking sucks. Like
Sucks, yeah.
this shit's already loud enough, dude.
Yeah. That's why we smoke pot to dull the voices.
Yeah, dude. Like I have no desire. Me and my I was talking with this the other day, like with somebody. Ecstasy, dude. I think you'd have to give me like some money in order to even be
Oh,
willing
yeah?
to take that shit again. Yeah, like it would have to be.
I mean,
There would have to be a scenario that I felt was like I'll get for like example, like I'm hanging out with like a bunch of like famous comics, and they're like, we should do this, and I
And be
still
like,
might
"Yes, we
say
should."
no. You know what I mean? It just depends on how much fucking crazy
Yeah.
fun we're having. You can take those and push the stick down a little bit, and it'll actually go through the headphone, so it's a little tighter. Hey,
It's like magic. It's so
Yeah.
much better. Look at that. I'm an idiot.
I've been wanting to say something, but I didn't know
It's-
how.
It's okay. Yeah, thanks, dude. I'm glad we're not video recording this because I look like a fucking ass for like the first 45 minutes of this. No, but when it comes to the restaurant with me, I've just I'd noticed certain things in people, and the best way to learn people is to work in a restaurant for a good amount of time. Because
I think everybody should have to do that. And I think everybody should
I
have
think
to work
you should like
like a desk, like a counter job at a fucking shitty retail store.
yeah, like at a fucking Dollar General,
Like, dog,
in the hood.
You want to know how much I learned working at Radio Shack, bro? Just on like how to read people. Like first off, I knew when I was gonna get robbed most of the time, you know. And like now I got an eye for that shit. Like I'm able to look out. Like, hey, pretty sure that guy's about to rob us. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna
Like,
go on a smoke break.
I've been here before. I had this guy back me, the big motherfucker, back me into a corner while his homie took off with 2 TVs, right? I had this dude steal my cell phone out of my hand, and when I
Jesus.
chased him out of the store, he hit me with his car, right? Like I just fucking
Some
so
GTA
you
shit.
learn, like yeah, but guess what? Like I'm fucking nice to people now because I imagine if I'd have been dicks to those guys before.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
before the set.
But then you learn like
Oh,
who
yeah.
to fucking like who deserves it, man. Like if someone needs help, you help them. Like I think you learn a lot like that. And then if someone's being a cunt, you're kind of like, oh man,
fuck.
my computer's down. You just do something, you know, and just make it take longer.
Sorry, I want to talk to the manager. I am the manager.
But like I think the people that come in, they're polite and like they're like genuinely asking questions.
Yeah, you get
those motherfuckers have been in your position. They understand what you're going through.
Yeah.
The people who don't get upset when you go, look, I don't have any beats left. What do you mean you don't have any beats left? You're fucking, what are you, a store and you're not gonna carry beats? Most like you're advertising it in the fucking. Yeah, everyone saw the advertisement, came and
they
bought
came in
them.
and fucking bought them.
I'm sorry that you came in on the last day of the promotion right before we closed, dickhead.
Yeah.
But you like,
I'm sorry. How did you think this was gonna go? Cheap shit at a Radio Shack near the hood? It's fucking gonna get bought.
yeah, like it was crazy, man. Like the shit.
That's like saying Jordans are on sale for $20, dude. Fucking Foot Locker would be.
I would stop the podcast right now.
There'd be a riot.
I
at
would
Foot
stop
Locker.
the podcast. I would be like, and like,
Do
I'd probably
$20
call
J's.
ahead
Oh.
and be like, I don't care, just put a pair of red high tops to the side, size
Yeah.
10. Like, make sure those are there. I don't care, just pick one. Like,
I was like, I need a pair of them Jordan 3s, though. Yeah.
yeah, dude.
I like-
I
like
like,
J3s
I've
are
been
my
wearing
fave.
nothing but Jordans for the last year or two, and I just like I found my old pair of Toms, threw them on. I'm wearing them right now. They're fucking
Oh, dude, you're so cool.
goddamn comfortable.
Dude, and I don't think, like, the only shoes that have laces in my closet are, like, a pair of hiking boots, like work boots. Other than that, I don't think I've bought a pair of shoes with laces in it. I'm pretty sure I've sent at least 4 people's kids at Vans, shoe companies, kids to college at least. Because I've bought at least over fucking...
You just buy those slip-on Vans.
Just 4, yeah, and usually I just buy either the black ones, or if I'm lucky, they've got the black and red checkered ones, and those are fucking the shit. And if I find those, I don't care. I'll fucking rob somebody's purse to buy those, even if I don't have the money, because they're really hard to fucking find.
So last night at the open mic, you also did some karaoke. I didn't know you could sing like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I've been doing music for a while, man.
Yeah, you're in a
Uh,
band here in town.
No, I just do my own acoustic stuff. Like, yeah, I was like high in.
And why aren't you ever at the open mic, motherfucker?
I work 3 jobs. Sometimes
I
it's
know,
not
I
a
get
good
it, man.
dinner. But no, I've been playing. Like, I started playing piano when I was probably like 4. Like, my grandma started teaching me piano, and she started teaching me how to read music. And I was always in choir and shit when I was in school and band. So anything I could take with music in it, I did all state choir shit.
See, I was really into death metal for a long time. And
I was in
then
a couple death metal bands back in the day.
somewhere. I have to say maybe like between 18 and 19. I don't know what happened, but I was like listening to it. And I was like, all this like now when I go back, I can jam certain songs.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a point where I was like, all this shit just fucking sounds the same to me now. Like it just.
Oh no, you
I
definitely.
can't do it anymore. I
I'm-
just can't fucking. I had no passion for it. I was over it, and I got really big in hip hop. I fucking dig some rap and shit, dude.
Yeah. See, and I've kind of gone the other way. Like with rap right now, I've kind of just like
You gotta find these underground artists.
yeah,
dude.
and I do and I listen to stuff like I like Tech Nine. Tech Nine's pretty good.
Tech Nine, badass for sure.
There's a cat out of Philly named Vinny Paz.
I love Vinny Paz.
Dude, Vinny Paz, that motherfucker is nasty. And if you don't know who he is, if you ever heard of Jedi Mind Tricks, he's the other half of that band.
You should also check out you look up Vinny Paz, dude. Look up Vinny Paz. What's that song? End of Days.
Dude, End of Days kills. And then with McLeod, whatever his name was, yeah, dude, that killed. That one's good. And then Cheesesteaks is a good one too. Like,
dude,
he's got that line. He's like a walker, or what is it? He's like,
his voice is fucking.
dude, it's gritty and I love it. He's like, my fam walk around with hawks on them, big motherfuckers, infrared dots on them. I was like,
Yeah, dude.
damn.
The greatest form of
I'm gonna mute that real quick. I'll see if that way I can just show his voice. Gotta get through all the David Icke stuff.
Oh yeah, dude, that is a killer quote though. I love that they used him in front of it.
Yeah.
David Icke's crazy motherfucker, but he makes sense.
Yeah, I think this is a good place. So this is some Vinny Paz. I'll play a little bit for you guys.
Walking around, head in the clouds, I wanna wake up to a dead in the grave. But then it's too late, we need to be ready to raise up.
Welcome to the end of days.
Everybody is slaves, only some are aware that the government releasing poison in the air. That's the reason I collect so many guns in my lab. I ain't never caught slipping, never underprepared. Yeah, they shade sign on me, they display it proudly.
George Bush, the grandson of Aleister Crowley.
They want you
Oh,
to
dude, that
believe
shit
a
is
lot of the
nasty.
enemy Saudi.
The enemy is Saudi, the enemy around me.
Yeah, dude, this fool crushes, bro.
Nobody knows.
I love some Vinny fucking Paz, bro.
Like if you're super into conspiracy theories and shit.
He's wearing a 9/11 was an inside job
I
T-shirt
mean-
throughout the whole video.
Yeah, and it's so good because just from my perspective, it's kind of fishy, man.
Yeah,
Kind
yeah,
of
dude.
fishy. There's some science that doesn't add up on that.
I had
one.
to stop having conversations with certain of my friends because I'm like, you know what I mean? Like the one thing I didn't want it to become was like a religion where I'm like, I'm right, you're wrong.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So I
just
had
be
to
like,
I had to
whatever,
back
have-
the fuck off.
Do you
I
know
had
what?
to-
And I was really bad about that because I'm an atheist.
I
and-
am too.
And I was really bad, especially early on in my atheism. When I kind of moved over into the atheist area when I was probably 19, 20, and I was really bad. I was kind of a militant atheist, like a verbal militant atheist, and I was really bad about it at first because I'd be like, "Oh, fucking Christianity's stupid, and it's just a bunch of drunk Jews who wrote a book to try to figure
See,
the world out."
I wouldn't be brutal about it, but I wasn't like that openly. It was like for some reason the only person that could get me to I don't know. I would talk to my mom like that. You know what I
Just be
mean?
like, that is fucking stupid.
Not like that. I'll be like, what I would do is I'd be like, so you read the Bible every morning, right? And she's like, yeah, every morning. I'm like, so why do you have to go down to that building for that guy to tell you what it means? Whenever you read it, probably more than he does, but he's gonna translate it for you, and everybody translates it different. Like I've heard the same verse from 4 different pastors, and every time they said it, it meant something different than the other one said. So,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
I don't
And,
need nobody to think.
And
for me.
that would start a huge argument. You know what I mean?
And if religion's good for you, that's fucking killer. And
Yeah,
I know,
that-
and a lot of my friends are Christian, and
I had to
love them,
open
and
my
they're
eyes
good,
to that.
and they're good people. And I have a couple. I have
You
a
can-
friend.
If
I
it
have
can
a
get
fr-
you off drugs, it's
Yeah.
great. If it
if
helps you,
if it's making you a better person, but if it's creating prejudices where if you didn't have this religion there wouldn't be, then that kind of to me is a problem. Just because you can't really you can't really say you're from a peaceful religion when you just fucking hate somebody else that believes in a God just a little bit differently.
Like whenever you hear a
written.
Christian go kill all the Muslims, you're like, wow. Man.
That was called the
Wow,
Crusades. We kind of already
shit
did
got,
that.
We got dark quick.
Okay, yeah,
Let's go
that-
back to conspiracy theories.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude, that got dark. Sorry, guys. Sometimes it spirals down.
No, it happens. Believe it or not, this is a podcast that it happens on quite a bit. Like I don't know. Like I said,
Well, I mean,
my mouth.
when you have smart people in a room, not I'm saying we're like fucking like Reed Richard level genius or anything, but I mean, I think we're smarter than the average bear. So, I mean, and we're smart enough to talk about it and not get offended by shit like that.
I just had to learn that people's opinions are their fucking opinions,
and
and
you can't
it
change
doesn't
it.
matter.
You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
change it. As long as you're a good person, I really don't give a
And
shit
I
who
would
you
never
talk
want
to
take religion away from somebody. I would never want to take something that makes somebody that happy away from
No,
them. So like,
because
I
it's
just quit
no-
having those conversations. There's no reason for me to try to convince you otherwise. If you start to question, you'll do the research just like I did. You'll figure it out.
Same way.
And it's a path that you got to find on your own, dude. Just like I'm sure God. Like there
If
might-
God's good for
you
you,
might
God's-
flip it one day. You might believe in God one day, but you're gonna find it on your own, dude. David telling you about it ain't gonna help. Like if I was a super Christian, if I invited you to church every Sunday, eventually we'd just stop hanging out. You know what I mean? You're not gonna go.
Yeah. No.
It has to be something I think you're gonna find on
Yeah.
your own.
But
But I've been baptized 3 times.
I've been baptized twice. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you though. This is gonna sound bad, but I lost my virginity at Cedar Canyon Church Camp. So.
I lost my virginity at a church. So
I'm telling you, what is it about religion that gets girls horny? I don't know.
why would they put all those like young youth in a camp?
It's great, and if you go to church camp, like when I went, it was like you were outnumbered like 3-1 from chicks. Like you were in the minority, and it was fucking great. You had a
as long as you were
whole-
confident, dude.
Oh man,
My first year, no, I was not confident, and I still was getting hit on.
Oh yeah, dude, I got laid because I was good at volleyball.
We jumped off the cliff and got in a lot of trouble.
Oh, dude, you jump off the falls?
Yeah, we missed the baptism.
I got my first beach
showering.
under. I got my first beach under those
I
falls.
love that you call them beaches. That's fucking.
My first mouth hug, if you will.
So I was bringing up hip hop a minute ago for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
This dude Echo, he's gonna be doing my podcast soon. Hopefully, we're still trying to
Ooh,
work out
let's
the
check him
exact
out.
day.
See what's
This
up.
is his new track. It's called Pickle Rick. You guys can find it.
Fuck yeah, I'm
it-
already onto this song.
Oh yeah, you've heard it.
I love me some Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah, so Echo, EKOH. You can find it on YouTube. Make sure to go subscribe to his channel. Follow him on Facebook. He's hella funny on Instagram. He always posts all these super funny shit on his stories and gives you updates about his tour and whatnot. But I'm gonna go ahead and jam this for you guys.
I like that sample.
Yeah, get in the lines. Got a feeling I'm feeling just fine. From beginning to ending of time, I am just fucking around with these rhymes. They been looking for someone that got it. I get to the station, I'm feeling a rocket in every word, but just land in the pocket. I credit these kids and they rocking on topic. I'm stupid, ironic, addicted to comics and trying to love, but I rarely been honest. I step to the mic and they looking astonished. I'm blazing the line like a primo of chronic. I'm feeling this shit in my soul. I'm trying to stay on my phone. Time ticking away and I know I only got one life to go. Start living it up, you can find me, get home on a Saturday night. It's not giving a fuck, I'm not feeling my cup of promethazine. That is a 7 up mix of some rebel and grenadine. Y'all be getting me, rather get fucked up, be shit and they give you the bonus academy. But it's alright, I've been feeling just fine when it's staying 100 feet from me like centipedes. We surfing Netflix, yo, I could never find a show. With my girl, we probably be fucking before we find one. Oh, that's alright, cause I would take some head over this club all day. And when the doorbell rings, it's the Domino's guy with pizza. Hey. Maybe I'm living the dream. Maybe I've been plugged in the matrix of sleep. These people always come in negativity and trying to rent some space up in my head. This ain't Airbnb. Either way, homie, I'm feeling blessed. So call me Elon Musk, I've needed space from every ex. You want my heart, but that shit will just stay inside my chest. I know that I was built from vibranium like Wakanda, bitch. Never been faking, I've really been taking the music. It's really a part of me, but I know getting a label to get what you shouldn't put up is like winning the lottery. What an economy, go between loving the thought of the money to dropping the quality just to make something the radio plays. And we'll put in the face of the listener constantly. Whew, trying to keep me hidden, but they just afraid. You're locking me up in the box, but I'm Harry Houdini, ayy. You see, I've got it, but they push me out. I don't complain and treating us like Pennywise and keep us in these sewer drains. I'm pulling Georgie down, your homies pouring 40s out. The scene is filled with people getting fucked. It's more like orgies now, and I don't wanna be part of this mess. It's not what I'm about. So swoop me up and take me to a different place like Dorothy's house. See, if I only had a brain and a heart, well, actually the opposite would have you music on these charts. So fuck the wizard and the road, I'm leaving Oz. And maybe this is new religious rap, cause I'm a motherfucking god. I'm jumping from nothing to something, I'm thinking they really don't know, ayy. But it's getting the top of the month and I'm bringing the heaviest flow, ayy. See, they just don't get it, I'm bringing the party like I was a can of confetti. And rocking the tools and I'm battling fools like I just threw up on mom's spaghetti. Yeah, too much sauce, too many bars, too many songs, too much love, too many stars, too many people feeling like there's nothing they relate to. Open my Spotify and play it, man, this is the breakthrough. Yeah, they said that white boy is wild dope, spitting venom like Eddie's alien symbiote. These other rappers talking zanies, guns, and fucking hoes. I'm trying to hit the park and skate a bit before I'm headed home. Yeah, maybe that's it. They all been asking how to get these people listening. See, they don't understand how music can be simple shit, just mixing in a little pop culture. I'm fucking Pickle Rick.
Turn myself into a pickle, Morty! Boom! Big reveal. I'm a pickle. I'm Pickle Rick! Pickle Rick!
Wow, dude, I honestly, I don't even know what we're doing at this point. This is too much.
Dope, dude. I told you.
I love how that whole video was shot in a restaurant because that shit's funny as hell.
And it's all one take.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I mean?
it was
Yeah.
a really good one take.
You
Really
guys
good.
got to make sure to go check out the video. I
check
will
that
do
out.
my best to leave it in the description.
It's
I'm
pretty
fucking
good.
terrible about leaving shit in the description. I understand that, and I do apologize.
I like that Wakanda rap he made. Said he was made of vibranium because he's from Wakanda. That was a good rap. I
Dude,
like that.
his lines are crazy, and he produces. He's independent, so he produces everything himself.
Smart.
He's fucking, dude. He's amazing. Like
Yeah,
I
dude,
found him-
labels are dying right now, dude. I'm telling you, like the independent rappers making way more money hand over fist than if you're on a label.
Well, see, I found him on Facebook, dude. Whenever those sponsored videos roll by,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're worth giving at least a little bit of a listen, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Especially
You're
if it
like,
pops
I'm
up
not-
2 or
I'm
3
not doing
times.
shit.
Yeah, what? You're sitting at work, fucking taking a shit,
Yeah.
fucking listen to the goddamn song.
dropping a
People
deuce.
already know you're in there. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like, oh, he's listening to cool music
Yeah.
too, or they'll be like, it's shitty music. I don't know.
Whatever. Spray some glass cleaner so it smells like shite and glass cleaner. At least try to cover it up. Be respectful.
But yeah, dude, like, fucking, you guys make sure to go check that out. I'm telling you, follow him on Instagram. It's EKOH Echo. I think it's Echo Official. I don't remember on
Solid
Instagram.
cat. Yeah, dude. He's got some killer lines in there. I liked it.
Hell yeah. But yeah, dude. Looks like we're hitting about the 48-minute mark. Could probably go ahead and wrap this up. I gotta write that set for tomorrow night. You guys don't forget to come out to Rounders. I almost said the wrong fucking place. It's gonna be a great show. We also might have a stop-in comic from New York. He just hit town today. We're gonna see if we can get him on that set as well. It's only gonna be $5 at the door. It's gonna be a fucking hell of a good time. You guys make sure to come out. Do you have anything you want to plug? Any fucking like Instagram? Or
Yeah, I'm starting to do some videos. I've got a couple.
Your fucking video. I wanted to talk to you about that. We might have to keep going. Those fucking
yeah.
videos you're doing are goddamn hilarious,
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna keep trying to do those every Monday. You can catch another episode of Bevo in the Wild. It's basically, if you haven't watched the video, I've got one up on my Facebook. I've got one up on my YouTube account. Just look up Tyler Valentine. It's a black and white picture. If you know what I look like, it's me. I've got an original song on there, and I'm gonna be posting some music stuff too. But yeah, every Monday I'll be posting a video Bevo in the Wild. So.
Dude, that's so funny.
Check
You do
that
that. You do the accent the whole time.
Yeah, I'd like to go a little mix of David Attenborough, Steve Irwin kind of mix there, so you don't know really where it's at. But I kind of lean more to the David Attenborough because he's just got a real crisp, smooth voice, you know.
Yeah, dude. That it's completely adjacent from the wine. I was.
As you can see in nature, the basic white female needs a caffeine. It's a basic necessity for the bevo. You know, just fucking shit like that. And the whole time, dude. And I've got people in United looking at me like I'm a fucking crazy person, but it's great. I love it.
And I've always wondered because when I'm watching YouTube and shit like that, I'm like, what are the fucking people around them
Oh
thinking?
yeah, you just don't have to give a shit. I just go in there like fucking baked out of my mind to do it because at that point I don't give a shit.
See, I'm the opposite, dude. If I get too high, I get like real fucking paranoid.
You know, I used to, and I kind of just got when I started doing these videos, actually a few weeks ago, I kind of got over that fear a little bit, because like once I did my first one, I was like, I wasn't so bad, I wasn't nervous at all about it, and then it's become easier. So yeah, I'm gonna.
Is it exhausting to do like the character? I found it was because I play a lot of video games, and I'll go into like an open lobby on squads, and fucking go, and I'll try to do a character, you know, the whole time. Like once I was doing Fortnite as this Boston dude who didn't know anything about the game, and so like I'm all telling him like when shots got fired, we're on the top floor. I'm like, yo, dude, you gotta hit the deck, bro. That's what we do in my house. And like I ran down to the basement. You know what I mean? I'm like, don't get down here. Shots are fired, bro. What the fuck are you doing?
Don't get down here.
Yeah, dude.
They got the donkey dunks,
dude. And then I was like yelling. I was like, yo, dude, I cannot wait to hit level 14, bro. As soon as I hit level 14, my roommate told me I can start to build shit. I see you guys building shit.
Yeah.
This kid's like, you can build from level 1, and I was like, what? and like I moved the mic. I'm all, yo, Trevor, you piece of shit. Like does it, and like the whole, but like by the end I was fucking tired.
Oh,
I
dude,
couldn't do it
it's so
twice in a
good.
row.
Oh god, it
was
so
like
good,
one.
dude.
I did it one time successfully, and it was fucking.
We've got to do a bit with that.
And they were asking me, they're like, "What's your YouTube channel?" I'm like, "I don't. What the fuck? What do you mean YouTube channel, bro? I'm
What
not
the
good
fuck-
enough. I'm
what
not streaming."
And who's on a tube?
Like, fuck you and your YouTube channel,
Yeah,
dog. We're
fuck
trying
you
to.
and your tubes.
And like, what was crazy, it was the funnest game I played, because like I was doing that, and then so they weren't taking it as seriously. Like we went to the soccer field and we're literally playing soccer, like we were kicking the ball, and like when you make a goal, it explodes. Like it was, we were just having fun, and we got like third or some shit. It was crazy.
Yeah,
But I just can't do it, man. I tried to do it on PUBG, and people are just like, "Fuck you." You're just like, all right, never mind.
I was like doing like the redneck accent too. I think I may come out with like a kind of a redneck character too, because it's just too easy. Because I grew up in like a blue collar like ranching family, so I've got like a first person perspective of like blue collar Republican kind of like families, and I'm kind of, let's just throw this out there, I'm definitely the black sheep. So I get to see my family from a different perspective, and I love everybody in my family. They love me. They're accepting. They're always proud of me. They're great people. But it's different. We're kind of juxtaposing ideas a lot. And so it's funny, because I'll just sit there, and I'll just start commentating like, well, god damn it. I'm sitting here with my koozie, a fucking Coors Light. Yeah, that's right. Straight from the mountains of the Rockies.
They're all Tyler, cut it the fuck out.
Fuck out. I'm like, oh, hell the motherfucker. No, y'all see Jeff Gordon, he's fucking sitting there, fucking turning wheels and burning deals, motherfucker.
See, that was like, me and my boy Duncan, we used to we would go into character all the time while playing video games, but it was always like we're in the same room.
Yeah.
And like I'm bad about it on Rocket League. Like, I know people don't like to play with me, because, like, when I start having fun, I just start going into these weird characters where I just talk weird for a minute. I'm like, you know, like, yeah, I'll do a crazy, like, Southern dude, or, you know, like I said, the Boston guy, or just, like, what, like,
hey there.
Duncan would always go German, and he would crack me the fuck up. And so, like, we're just on mic, like, talking like that, but we're winning. But, like, anytime I start, like, taking the game super serious, I just start losing. But, if I'm having fun, I start going into characters, but I know it drives people fucking crazy. They're like, dude, you gotta fucking stop.
You gotta stop.
Well,
like, I can't concentrate.
You haven't shut the fuck up for the last 3 minutes. I'm like, yeah, but we're scoring goals. They're like, okay.
We're scoring goals.
You know, they're like, dude, fucking stop. Nah.
Hey, no, we're playing that European football, you know, the one with the round ball. Doesn't even look like a goddamn foot.
Dude, I love how people, like, that's such a big deal to people. They're like, no, this is football. I was like, they're both. They're both.
Yeah, but America is kind of douchey about that, because we're like,
you only touch the ball with your foot, like, every now and then.
And you know, like,
it should be handball.
The world should have knew how kind of douchey America was going to become, because, like, when we pulled that move, they're going to be like, dude, this sport's been around before, like, you were even fucking thought of. I'm like, fuck you, soccer, whatever.
I don't know, man. The world we live in now is fucking bananas. It's so crazy.
Oh, dude, it's
to watch the shit, just to watch what people
dude, the fact
say on TV.
The fact that Cheeto Fingers from fucking I'm Gonna Fire You show made it as the president, what the fuck happened, people? Like, how so disenfranchised the American people that fucking a living carrot is now our fucking president.
Dude, I love that he spends more time on Twitter than I do.
It's ridiculous.
I love that he
get the phone out of that man's hand.
Well, Matt made a really good point, like, because I kind of believe that the president's already just like a fucking face. He's not really making. He's not.
Oh,
calling
he's
anything.
not making decisions.
So
it's like George Bush wasn't
this
really
is funny.
making decisions.
It's kind of funny, but what sucks is like people take this shit super seriously, man.
Oh yeah,
People take that shit,
dude,
it's
like
to a scary degree.
Oh,
like,
fucking!
I've
scary.
watched families fall apart because they disagree on who should be in office.
Yeah.
And you're like,
oh yeah, dude, the Trump-Hillary thing
last
was
week y'all
super
fucking
divisive, wasn't it?
yeah, you guys were at a fucking birthday party a week ago telling each other I love you, and now that the fucking polls are in, you're like, fuck Tommy? Like, that doesn't
Like,
make
fuck
any
Tom.
sense to me, dude.
He's not wearing a Make America Great Again hat. Fuck
And
you.
then like,
Trump's bringing jobs back.
here's what's crazy. People who get mad at me call me a fucking liberal. Facebook has me registered as a Democrat, not a Democrat, a Republican. But like, I don't think I'm either one.
No,
really,
no,
man.
but
like,
you see, then like when this is my idea.
and
on
like,
it.
I don't even know what liberal means. As far as I can tell, that's just you calling me a douchebag.
yeah,
Like, that's all it seems like. And then if I call you like there's probably a conservative. That's just me calling you a douchebag or whatever. Like,
it's labeled. See, and like with me, I'm not on either end of the scale. I'm kind of like in my own area. I'm what they call an independent. I guess that
like a
would be-
libertarian.
Yeah, no, just I'm like an independent. Fuck, I don't like.
I don't think you could do libertarian because you hit the count on everyone being cool.
Yeah,
And I worked,
that's
like
really
I said, I worked
hard.
in customer service. Not everyone's fucking
But
cool.
like in my perspective, like conservatives are greedy and Democrats are whiny. Like that's kind of where I'm at. Like in the middle, I'm like, you do know like this like bipartisanship is just a way to get people at each other's throats so they could fuck us over really on the back end, and we're not really even paying attention to
What's
it.
killing me is everybody. It's all me. Like you can't offend. Like I'm offended, so you can't say that. It's like, dog.
Eat a dick.
Well, first off, hold on. Like, I can't even wrap my mind around it, dude. Like,
It's bad.
It's one of those things. Like, I don't know if I'm the asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I'm the fucking asshole. I don't think I am. I think I love everybody.
I just think the world's
I just
fucking
think that
crazy,
I
you
think
know?
that for me to learn a new goddamn term every week's a little too fucking much. I failed school, bro. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna. Especially, I can't read, and you want me to learn pansexual and like I have to read definitions before
Yeah.
I call you him, her, she, d, it.
She D.
She, D,
What's a
Lee,
D?
There's no,
Like-
you can't call anybody.
Like,
Nah.
honestly, you're a person. Like
You gotta be like, hey,
if
human.
you like dude, you like dudes. If you
We're
like
2
chicks, you
years
like
away
chicks,
from
whatever.
calling everybody human. If you say dude, you're gonna get like put on death row.
Oh.
You're gonna, you know, like it's fucking scary. Like, and because the craft that we're chasing is free speech. Right? That's the whole idea behind stand-up comedy.
Yeah. Say
And-
whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah. We're not allowed to do that anymore.
Fuck that.
I mean, you can, but like,
See, that's the reason why I started
and
that
then
show
those
last
guys,
night.
those guys are also the same people who are gonna corner you outside after your show and be like, "Listen, this is why you shouldn't." In your story, you said that
oh god,
this girl.
Have you had some of those?
Yeah, all the fucking time, dude. And I just go, and I usually just walk away. I can't, because I'm not gonna fight you over it.
And see, like that's the reason why
I
I
don't know.
started my stand up last night with like, all right, disclaimer, motherfuckers. If you got thin skin, this is not gonna be a show for you. And I don't pander to left or right. I think you're all fucking crazy. So let's start it. And I just gave him like a straight up. I'm like, hey, this is what's happening. Take it or leave
There was
it.
a point where like at the 806, I wrote a joke where I stood up for Trump. You know, I was like, dude, he got elected. I mean, you have to fucking that's
how he pulled it off.
That's how.
whatever.
Yeah, I don't agree with it,
Yeah.
but you got to give him a shot.
Yeah.
Like that's how this works.
Let's see what happens.
You know what I mean? I thought it was crazy that first off, the people crying at when he got elected, like they were just crying, like like that shit. I
Yeah.
was like that's when I knew we were in serious trouble, man.
Like, and to me, when he got elected, I'm like, what's really gonna like? Nothing's gonna fucking.
I was at the bowling alley. I mean, like I didn't.
I was at Bosco's and I was drinking. I was like, oh, well,
I was at the bowling
Cheeto
alley.
fingers got it.
Yeah, I
Good
was at the
job,
bowling
buddy.
alley writing jokes
Whatever.
for an open mic the next day, and I was writing both Hillary and Trump jokes. I just needed to know who won, so I knew which set to go with.
And like I said, I don't pander to the left or right. If something good happens, if the Republicans once in a while do something good, or the Democrats finally get anything done.
I think it's all too. I think they pin us against each other on purpose.
Oh no, like bipartisanship. Technically, if you think about it, it's like that is not what the founding fathers were. They actually were trying to be against that.
Think about everything we fight over.
It's ridiculous.
None of it's like why is water so expensive? It's nothing like that. It's fucking. Why are we going to war? Nothing. It's fucking. Why did you call? Look at
Yeah.
this. Like,
Don't take my AR-15.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Those people.
I'm like, whatever. Like, and me, I come from a family who has guns. If you have guns, like, my family's responsible gun owners. They don't, you know what? And I can say that because my family's fucking not dumb, and we've been raised on a ranch. That gun is
I'm
a
in a
tool to
weird
us.
spot where I personally don't want a gun. That's cool.
I mean, if you don't want a gun,
but here's the thing: I will let you bring a gun into my house if I like you. Like I don't give a shit. Like
Yeah.
guns are, but that's where it's different for me and you, dude. We live in Texas, where that's just the fucking norm.
yeah, like
Everyone
one
we
in
grew
every
up
three.
around guns.
I think what is the average is like 1 in every 3 houses has a gun in it.
And when I see a gun, like some people get fucking clammy when they just see a gun on something.
Oh,
like,
some people get bad anxiety, and I've had a couple friends that like.
and I'm just like I might get weird if I think you're gonna like if you're drunk and you pull a gun out.
Yeah.
And I don't know how, I don't really know you that well, and I think that you have, like, a little animosity toward, like, yeah, I might get worried, but how often does that happen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true. And not only that, I'm not one of those people, like, the firearms with me, like, I have one, but I don't carry it around with me, mainly because I'm never worried about getting into a fucking shootout because I'm not chasing down criminals. I'm cooking food for people. When am I going to get into a gunfight?
Well, like,
I have it at my house in case someone breaks in and I got to blow a kneecap
But
out.
this is where I get weird, is, like, I am kind of tired of seeing school shootings. Now, we can't blame that on semi-automatic rifles. You can blame it. There's really nothing to blame it on.
Like, and I'm all for like stricter,
I don't
like,
know.
like I'm all for like actually
But you don't
having to have a background test. Like,
but we don't
want
want
to
to put
super strict on that.
I mean, you start turning schools into prisons, man, where there's fucking pat downs and
Oh yeah, and then, like it's
metal
already bad.
detectors.
Well, in the big
we have
cities-
schools here that have metal detectors.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, like in Chicago, the inner cities there, like it's like a city ordinance that the inner city schools have to have metal detectors. Yeah, it's fucking crazy up there, man.
Yeah, see, that's
Chicago's a rough town, though.
yeah, dude. But man, and you can watch documentaries on it, Chirac, dude. It's just sad. Like, I mean, but then what? Everyone was worried about North Korea, and all of a sudden, like North Korea and
see,
South Korea are all
this
like.
is where I was going earlier with that. I was like, I don't pander to the left or right, but I'm gonna tell somebody when they did a good job. Oh, Cheeto Fingers flexed just hard enough to where the Koreans were like, we need to fucking get our shit together because that crazy motherfucker just may hit a button. Let's just squash this right now so we can, like,
But
still
yeah,
have an
but,
island.
okay, so yeah, well, kudos, but that makes them double scary.
Yeah,
Like,
that's even, I mean,
now they have a full fortress, not just half a fortress.
yeah. But South Korea loves the fuck out of us, so we're good.
I don't know.
That's
Like,
where
that's the thing.
Who would give them their video games?
It just feels so fucking.
Like, South Korea
fake.
won't attack America just for the simple fact that they're waiting for the next Dota. They don't want to ruin that, okay? They're all like, no.
I don't know, man. Like
Like, California's off limits.
I've been trying my hardest to stay away from all that, because when I start thinking about that stuff,
It just bums you out.
that's all I look up. I just look up more and more and more, and then I
then
convince
you're just
myself
fe-
we're going to war.
Well, not
and-
only that, and you got to think the things that you take in on a daily basis. And I was listening to a guy the other day on the internet, and he's like a motivation speaker. But like the things that you take in on a daily basis are what shape your mind. So if you're constantly taking in negative things like that, you're gonna have a negative outlook on shit.
And see that I have a big problem with that.
Yeah.
like, I only look up terrible shit. Like, I look up stand-up comedy, which most times is a little dark. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna be the brightest thing I look
Dude,
up. that
and
day.
like I'm one of those people that I'll put on Patton Oswalt before I go to sleep. I'll just put on like any Patton Oswalt stand up because he's my favorite. Like honestly, he's my favorite stand up comedian. I
He's
love him.
amazing.
He's smart. The way he
phenomenal
crafts
comic.
his jokes are just it's really
The
good.
one that he has about words, he's like, he's like, if you get hung up on words, you're going to let a lot of evil motherfuckers sneak through. I'm going to play it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah, that's one of the most, like,
His KFC bit's also a stroke of fucking genius.
oh, yeah, well, that one, I mean,
That's just comedy gold right there.
here, I'm gonna go ahead and play that, because I think I found it the other day. I got to make sure it's not going to play a fucking ad, though. Some guy just filmed this on his TV.
Progressive, feminist, pro-gay, pro-transgender person, but I cannot keep up with the fucking glossary of correct terms, goddammit. I'm trying. I want to help, but holy fuck. It's like a secret club pass where they change it every week, and then you're in trouble. That's not the word we use. Fuck, it was last week. I have hemorrhoids. My ass is falling out. I want to help. I know I'm an old, cis, white motherfucker, but don't give me shit because I didn't know the right term. Fucking RuPaul got into shit for saying tranny. fucking Paul.
It's getting crazy.
RuPaul, who she laid down on the barbed wire of discrimination throughout the 70s and 80s, so this new generation could run across her back and yell at her for saying tranny. What the fuck? And look, I will always change. I will always try to learn the new terms. But you gotta give me some fucking wiggle room. All right? My ass is falling out. I'm trying. I'm trying. And by the way, I don't know if you know, if you get hung up on words, then you're gonna let a lot of evil motherfuckers slip through. Because evil people learn the correct terms very quickly. I don't know if you noticed that. They're the first ones to learn it so they can smuggle their evil shit through. By saying everything correctly, even though they're hiding really bad shit in it. And a lot of times the good guys, they fuck up a couple of words, but listen to their heart. All right, I'm going to give you two guys right now.
This is so good.
One of them is a good guy and one of them is a bad guy. I'm not going to tell you which one. See if you can spot the good guy and the bad guy. Here's guy number one. While I happen to be heteronormative and certainly respect people who have alternate lifestyles, including gay, bi, lesbian, transgendered, omni, or pansexual, I still think that heteronormative behavior is a biological imperative, at least for propagating the species, and believe that that does deserve the highest priority. That was guy number one. Here's guy number two. If a couple of fags want to get married, or some dykes, they want to be man. How the fuck does that affect you, asshole? You know? And then the whole, listen, hey, if there's some tranny out there, it's like, hey, I don't want a dick no more. I want a vagina. Then boom, guess what? It's a she now, or whatever the fuck. She, it, I don't know. Whatever they want to call themselves, that's it. Don't affect you. So if you see some guy, I don't care if he's got a chooch, it looks like a Boris Karloff horror movie. You gotta share the planet with that guy, all right? Or that girl. I don't fucking know. They'll tell me, right?
So good. Oh, dude, yeah. Patton Oswalt, man, he's a fucking killer. It's so fucking funny.
Man, I love that shit.
That fucking made me laugh way harder than I expected. I already watched it this week.
Actually, I was listening to him. That's how I came up with the kind of sandwiching that last night's bit where I was all like, "Do you remember the Disney slippers?" at the very first of my set, and I was all like, "Remember that because it's gonna come into play later." And then I did the, skin the kids, turn them into Disney slippers, and kick the woman in the womb. It got pretty graphic. If you missed it last night, you can catch it on
Facebook.
Yeah, you can catch it on the Facebook.
Yeah. All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead. We hit an hour. I gotta go.
Yeah,
go.
dude.
I appreciate you coming by, though,
Fuck
man.
yeah,
This is
dude.
awesome.
It was fun. We got to do this more often.
Fucking absolutely will, man. You guys make sure to check out his work that he was talking about earlier. Those videos are fucking hilarious. Don't forget, you can now find this on Spotify as well as the YouTube channel or whatever you're listening to it on. Obviously, you found it. I don't know why I always say that shit at the end. I probably sound retarded. All right. You guys have a good one.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Weekly Relapse. I'm Skyler.
And I'm Tyler. That was pretty good.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.